Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the Football Manager mini-series with Bayern. We're doing this series in between Season 2 and Season 3 of the Arsenal career mode, just playing some Football Manager 2020. It's the beta. We've got some new features that we're taking a look at, but of course this is not the final product. The actual game comes out in about 2 weeks, so really excited to do a full series with a different team. We're playing with Bayern just because I wanted to test out all the features, have some money to spend, try sign a few players, and to be honest, we made a good start. This is the team we've put together so far. Lewandowski up top with Gnabry, Coutinho and Coman. We've then got Thiago and Tolisso, who I'm not too sure about as being the two midfielders that are going to anchor this team, but we'll look into it. And then we have Alaba, Hernandez, Süle, Kimmich and Neuer as the back five. Now, what else I've done is we have shortlisted 3 players that I'm really interested in signing. It's too much for our budget, but I reckon we can get something done. We have Leon Bailey, Julian Weigl, and Joshua Wagnerman. Isn't it weird he's not... Is he... Surely that's... Is that his name? Joshua? Is it not Joshua? Clearly there's a German version of Joshua and it's just Joshua. But the reason I like him is because I've used him before. I used him at Dortmund in FM20. And it's the fact that he can play left back and right back. And it does feel like at Bayern, you've got an incredible right back in Kimmich. You've got an incredible left back in Alaba. And then no one to back up. Although, yes, we've got Pavard who can play on the right. We have Lucas Hernandez who can play on the left. But really, we needed someone else to come in. So that's why I've shortlisted him. So it really is difficult. We've got 35 million to spend here with a decent budget. So we can actually move this around a little bit. But that will, of course, make it a little bit more difficult to actually afford the players in terms of their contract. So it's very possible that we need to sell a couple of players, and I don't know if I want to. We could loan out Davies, therefore he would free up some wages, but then again, I wouldn't mind using him. I don't know. There's no one I want to sell, so we're going to have to, I guess, do installments and clauses and try not to pay all of that money up front, and therefore, as if we were going to do a Season 2 and a Season 3, we would then pay it off. But of course, we're doing one season, so although it sounds a little bit cheaty, it's okay. We can play around with trying to sign a player and using installments and stuff, see if there's any changes to the game, because of course, there are a few new differences in the game. So let's start off with Weigl. I think Weigl is going to be key for us. He will start next to Thiago, Goretzka, whoever it may be, and he will be our defensive midfielder, the guy that's going to sit in front of the back four and hopefully defend. His positioning's really good. His composure is very good. Great stamina as well. His tackling could be improved, but hey, that's what training's for, right? So we're going to go ahead and make an offer here. I have no idea how this is going to go. This looks very different right now. He doesn't have a release clause, unfortunately. Borussia Dortmund, I believe, to be looking for a striker. Unfortunately, we don't really have a striker we can offer. Should we do a straight swap? Lewandowski for Weigl? No chance. Okay, so the fee, I'm going to put 10 million up front, and then I'm going to add a installment next season. Or should I do it over 2 6-month periods? No, I'll tell you what, we'll add another 10 million. So, well, actually, his value's less than 15. This is the problem. I'm not experienced enough at Football Manager to know how much to really offer here. I'm tempted to pay more than his value just because he's worth more than his value, surely. He's 23. He's still really good. So I'm gonna offer 5 here. So we're offering a little bit more than his value. And then what I'm going to do is also offer them a percentage of the next sale, the profit of the next sale. I think that's fair enough, and maybe I'll increase that to 15%. Is that going to be enough? I don't know. We're going to suggest it. I knew it. Way off. They want 55 million up front. Jesus. I mean, that's a lot of money. 55 million. Okay, that's just crazy. We're looking at 63 million. That's just not going to work, I'm afraid. Okay, let's go back in with 15 up front and 15 next year. It's still way, way, way off the mark. They want 25% as well. Wow. Okay, let's do... Geez, that's difficult. I don't think we can afford him and other players. It might just be we can only sign him. We can probably get Wagnerman. Maybe we can try and loan Weigl. I don't know. Let's see what they say to this. Okay. It's a bit better. We're looking at 48 million now. Okay, so let's bring this down. They want 35% now as well. Let's try 17.5 up front with 20 million next year, which of course we're not going to be around. And we're going to bring this down to 30% because, that's a lot. Let's suggest that. Okay. We're getting somewhere. Bring that down a little bit more. Come on, lads. 27.5 maybe? 45 million? Oh, 40%. Who do they think they are? Okay. Now, yes, I'm overpaying. I think it's quite clear I could probably do a little bit better, but I'm okay. I'm okay with that. 45 million for Julian Weigl actually doesn't sound too unrealistic in real life. And we're paying 17.5 now. So we've done an Arsenal, really, haven't we? We've signed a player and just thought, yeah, we'll throw money at him later. Just delay it. Let's finalise this offer. And hopefully we'll get that one done. I think maybe I can try and loan in Bailey. I think that's very unlikely. He's a regular starter. What was Weigl then? He's a squad player. I should have tried loaning him instead. There's no way we're going to be able to afford Bailey. We're looking at 100 million. Yeah, it's very unlikely. With Wagnerman, I'm going to go ahead and make an offer, which is going to be... Oh, I don't think we can loan him. Oh, man, we can't... Oh, we're outside the transfer window. Okay, that changes things. Let's go ahead and let's get to the pre-season games. Oh, Weigl has been accepted. That's good. Let's start negotiations. Right. So we've got a tutorial here, which we're going to get rid of. We want to do that. Finish. So this is much nicer. From what I can remember in FM19, it was just a bit more messy. This looks a bit cleaner to me, which is nice. So here's what my client would like to be guaranteed at this preliminary stage before entering contract talks. So playing time, he wants squad player. He wants to be a regular starter and an important player from the next few years. He wants to start the contract now. That's fine. He's got an 80% recommendation. Or is that just what it says until you've actually required him? Scouted him. Let's finalise that. I think that's fine. He's incredibly interested. So, if anything, I think you could probably get away with squad player next season. But that's fine. We'll finalise that and negotiate the contract. So, following on from previous discussions, here are my client's initial demands. Okay, he wants quite a bit more money than he was on. He's on 69k. He wants almost 20,000 more. Let's bring that down to 80. Let's bring down the signing on fee to 3 million. Agent fee, it's not too much of an issue, is it? So I think we'll leave that as it is. He wants an appearance fee. We're getting rid of that yearly wage rise for sure. Exclude it as well. We do not want to be adding that in. Let's just round these up like that, or round them down even. Do you reckon he's going to accept that? 80k per week? Suggest it. Oh, removing the yearly increase, the 10%, definitely hurts the contract a little bit. Let's bring this down a little bit more. Give him 10.5. There we go. Could have done maybe a bit better again, but I don't want this series to last forever. I don't want to be doing 20-minute negotiations. I will be doing that when the game comes out. This is still a bit of fun. So before you leave your comments saying that I'm rubbish, I know, it's okay. So that is fantastic. That's delayed until the window opens. And let's try and get to that window. How long have we got? Probably almost a whole month. Let's see what we've got here. Loan reports. We've got 2 players out on loan right now. Okay, so here's a team report. Crossing's good, dribbling's good, agility, heading, natural fitness is good. Marking's not great, long throw's not great, not too bothered. Goalkeeper depth is bad, defender depth is bad. Really? Right back and left back. So hopefully bringing in Wagnerman's going to help. Offers made for Hazard. That's not one of the football players. This is a physio. Available on a free transfer. Well, I'm not handling that, am I? Okay, so we've already looked at the squad dynamics recently, so that's looking good at the moment. So what I want to do is I don't want to play the pre-season friendlies, so we're going to go ahead and do the, where is it? Staff, responsibilities. I want to delegate this to my assistant manager who isn't there. Have I still got one? Here we go. We want to place an advert for a assistant manager, and hopefully we'll get someone coming that's going to approach me and be top quality, like top quality. I would like Arsene Wenger. Do you know what? Should we search him? Can we get Arsene Wenger as my assistant manager? That would be absolutely amazing. Let's go. Contract, approach to sign. I'm not currently interested in entering into contract discussions. That's a shame. I guess it's because he doesn't want to be an assistant manager. He wants to be a full-time manager. That would be really cool, though. Imagine having Arsene Wenger working for me. Yeah, how about that, Arsene? That would have been great. So we'll wait and see. There's some instructions about finances, and there's some scouting introductions. I understand all of that. 2 players called up. Oh, here we go. Finally, we can go ahead and accept the Julian Weigl deal. So 18.5 taken away from 39.5. It's not too bad. We're going to go ahead and take him. I'm really excited about Weigl. I think he could be very good for this Bayern team. He's something they haven't got, I would say. Maybe Javi Martinez is similar. You can sit back and find a good pass, but Weigl's young. Could be really good. Okay, so Clement Hazard has gone, so we need to replace him, I guess. Oh, no, he's coming here. Okay, fantastic. Let's do an intensive language course. For some reason, I thought we already had him and we were selling him or letting him go. So that's good, I guess. So we have our scout report back on Wagnerman. I don't know. It's an interesting one. He's not as good as I was hoping. His current ability is 2-star, which is about Bundesliga 2 level. His potential's good, but it's not insane. So I think I'm going to wait for now. We've had some responses to the advert we've placed. So we've got Marco van Basten, for example. We've got a few German coaches and things like that. Could be pretty decent. I'm thinking maybe this guy could be... No, because he wants that job. Yeah, I think there's a few applicants here. Should we try and get Van Basten? I reckon he could do really well. Why not? You know, Van Basten would be, I think, a very decent assistant manager for us. He's got a good level of adaptability, determination. He can judge player potential and ability really well. Let's go ahead and approach to sign him. Full-time assistant manager. The money's not a big deal. Finalise it. Exit talks. Just get that done, you know. Okay, another news article about the open role we have. So we've got the first round draw of the Pokal. Let's draw all the teams. And we got Saarbrücken. I have no idea who they are. I'm not going to lie. Should be a winnable game. Well, that's interesting. We've just had a recommendation from my analyst. And he said, get Leon Bailey. Funnily enough, mate, he's already on the shortlist. We're going to declare him as the top target. I think that's a good idea. Scout the player? I thought we already were. I thought we were scouting him. Patrick Schick there. Could be a decent player for us, but I'm not going to go for him yet. Don't think we need a striker, really. We've got Lewandowski and Muller. Do I respond to the media? I don't have the money, so I'm not going to lie. I'm going to be passionate and say it's a big deal. Let's see if it can attract him. Maybe he'll get put up for sale, you know. I would love to get Bailey. That would be incredible. But Van Basten has accepted, so let's get him in as the assistant manager, which now means we can go back into staff, responsibilities. We want to go to match, and then we want friendly matches being taken over by, where is he? He's not here yet. Okay, we can't quite do that yet. Don't need to do that right now. Search ends for a new assistant manager. That's true. Very good at what he does. He can only be great for the team. I'm actually really happy about that. It's so easy to sign staff if you just place an advert. Otherwise, you can just be searching through pages and pages and you just don't know what kind of guy you're going to get. With Leon Bailey, we're looking at 58 to 103 million. I mean, that's just so much money. And the thing is, Bayern have that kind of money. I don't know why I don't. He has a lot of pros, not too many cons. I think he could be a superstar for us, but of course, we're never going to be able to sign him. Not right now, anyway. But now Van Basten is there, so he will be taking control of my pre-season friendlies and matches and stuff like that, which is good. He's always going to do a better job than a chief scout or a coach for the goalkeepers. I mean, they don't know much about game management, whereas Marco Van Basten will do a very good job of that. We're coming up to the transfer window opening, so we will be getting Weigl into the team, and then we will try and bring in another right back / left back. I think Wagnerman will be a good decision. I think he will end up being good for us, and it's just a bit of backup. Can play both sides. So I think we probably will go back in for him. Okay, this is really cool. We have a code of conduct email here. This is about the fining system, and I love that. I think that's brilliant. So I'm going to keep it as it was. I don't need to make any changes, but it's really cool. We're going to be fining players for being late and all of that stuff. We can meet the players now, so let's introduce myself to the team. Tolisso is wanted by Manchester United. Oh, God. Right, passionate. Let's be really passionate with this meeting. Let's go ahead and say hi. I think we'll win the title this season. Calmly. That's exactly the sort of reaction I was after. Yeah, let's leave it with that. I'm happy that the code of conduct is reasonable and along the lines of what the players are expecting. It's fine. Don't think it'll make much of a difference. Okay. Let's leave it with that then. Everyone's a bit happier. That's good. We've got a training camp on the way. Let's go ahead and auto-select that. Weigl should be in the team now. There he is. Weigl goes in there. And he plays as a central midfielder defend. That's exactly what I was looking for. So I'm super happy with that. And Tolisso goes onto the bench instead of Martinez, I guess. Now let's do the player number, or the player numbers. Squad, numbers, and we want to give Weigl his... What number was he? Was he 33? He is indeed 33, so I got it right. Let's submit those numbers, that's fine. So that's one signing done, and we need to work on some more. We need to decide what we're going to do. So if I go back into my shortlist here, we've got Wagnerman looking at 5 million. It's not really a highly recommended signing though, and he's not better than the other backup wing backs we've got, even though they're not actually wing backs. So maybe not the best choice. Maybe we can look into some others in the next episode. And Bailey's going to be too expensive. Unfortunately, that's just not going to happen. We won't be able to loan him in, that's for sure. So I think right now we're going to leave it as it is. We've made our first signing. We're now in the transfer window and we've got games coming up. So in the next episode, we'll make our way through pre-season. And before you know it, we're going to start the Bundesliga season and see how we get on with this squad. So thanks for watching this episode, and I'll see you for the next one very soon.